Hello, good evening. Another Vlogmas video. I'm just expecting some friends to come around. We're having a vegan, gluten-free, alcohol-free dinner, but it will be a lot of fun. And as I wait for them, I wanted to talk about being sober at Christmas. I think some people overindulge at Christmas. I guess that's why dry January is so popular. But for me, it's going to be 7.5 years that I'm sober, and I don't have any struggles with alcohol anymore. Well, I know what it's like to enjoy drinking. I remember that. I remember feeling that I needed to drink to actually escape or alter my perceptions and all of that. I do think people do overindulge at Christmas for sure. And the other day, actually, one of my friends was sending me these messages and saying, shall we meet this day at this time? And I was thinking, but we already talked about this. And it turns out that she was drunk when we talked about it. And I just forgotten about that, the amnesia. I just think now I see things from a sober perspective. I think I just feel that there's a lot more clarity in my head and in my life. And it feels great to be able to go out and dance and speak to people, remember, and then wake up on a Sunday or Saturday and then be full of energy, or maybe a little bit tired because you went to bed a bit later, but definitely not having a hangover, and definitely not having a day where you're just wasting it on the sofa. That's okay to do from time to time and watch Netflix or whatever. But no hangover is amazing. And also thinking about money. I remember I went out with some friends recently and I was just drinking fizzy water and lemon, and they were having these fine wines, which I'm sure were great. But their bill came to 60 euros and mine was 4 euros or something. And I just thought, wow, imagine just spending all that money on alcohol. I just think it's kind of pointless now that I see things from a sober perspective. And at Christmas, I remember I'm going to an event soon about overindulgence at Christmas. I just think that doesn't really affect me. I'm loving the clarity. And I would encourage anyone to perhaps maybe think about, I think a lot of people think that you're either an alcoholic or you're not. Whereas I think many people do drink more than they perhaps should. And I think sometimes when we drink or when people drink, you are kind of putting yourself in vulnerable positions sometimes about, for example, getting home on time. I remember going out with some friends and for a friend's birthday, and everyone was wasted apart from me. And the friend whose birthday it was even more wasted because everyone was buying her drinks and stuff. And she's going to get a bike home, like literally one of those bike things that are in Barcelona. And I was thinking, wow, text me when you get home. But no one else cared because they were all in their own kind of drunken bubbles. And I just think maybe it sounds very conservative or party pooperish, but I just definitely think that sobriety is the way forward. And maybe that's not a popular perspective or opinion, but I wanted to share that for my video today. And yeah, you can definitely dance if the music's good. You can have a good time and you can remember your conversations without alcohol. I think it does take time though. I do kind of understand what it used to be like to feel that I needed some drink in my body to actually dance or to speak to people. Whereas now I feel like I've really gotten over that, and there is no going back. Yeah, so that's my sobriety at Christmas video. And what about you? Do you drink? Are you sober? What is your perspective on alcohol and Christmas? I would love to hear or read in the comment section below. And I'll be back tomorrow for some more Vlogmas. And if you have any ideas for me to make some more videos, don't hesitate to contact me at venus@venusohara.org. And I'll be back very soon. I'll be back tomorrow. Hasta mañana. Bye.